With the second pick in the 1998 NBA draft, Mike Bibby from the University of Arizona. Back to Bibby, has the open shot.
The wait is over. The first hidden gem of the year is here. It should have been out a couple of days ago, but shit, I have been busy as hell. I will get to that in a minute. Mike fucking Bibby. Alright, now first of all, there have been some lineup changes. I will go over them at the end of this video. I will show the biggest additions to my team. I got my collector level up, and I got the Amethyst Ralph Sampson and the improved boosted stat Penny Hardaway that I can get from getting a number of cards. Now, without deviating from Mike too much to begin the video, I am dubbing him right now the 2001 Mike Bibby it is. I am dubbing him the cheap Chris Paul. That is how good he is right now in this game. 95 and 94 mid-range, 82 3-pointer, and 90 ball control. All his passing stats are in the upper 80s. The only downside to this guy is probably his defensive stats, and in reality, if you're good at on-ball defense this year, because all his defensive stats are high 60s, early 70s, if you're good at on-ball defense this year, it's not really that much of a problem as long as you don't get too jumpy and you know to just preemptively guess what people go and do and guard it properly. And to top it all off, him have 26 badges as a 82 overall. Every badge you can think of, including Alpha Dog and Floor General, which them don't really show on the back of cards anymore, the ones that have to do with their playstyle and not actually like what helps them in a game. And just as a comparison, he does have the highest mid-range stat you can possibly have in the game right now, next to Chris Paul and Sam Jones, and that says about enough. Hold that shit,
and boom goes the dynamite.
Do you not know who the Bibster was? Yo, you have to guard that shit going. And one thing that you will have just noticed, that he has amazing dribble moves as well. That whoop-de-whoop behind the back of Dreams. He has lots of Chris Paul. I think that size up to the right has that good Chris Paul animation that Jason Kidd used to have until they completely nerfed all of him dribble moves. The 95 mid-range though is the key in everything that you're going to see in this video. I'm not telling you that he needs to be a #1 scorer, but he needs to be a silent killer. Look at the pick, the ball movement, the 1, the 2, the 3, the misdirection to T-Mac in the corner, and then he drops back out for that 95 mid-range easy jump shot. And he has an easy form. I think he has the Jordan base, and I think that tells you enough. Amethyst Pippen making his first appearance. You might catch him on the corner, but not in his house. Running the floor, and Mike Bibby get the finish as well. He finishes for some reason way more than you'd think he would, and that is probably all because of the 26 badges. And as mentioned before, him have those dribble moves of Dreams, especially on the break, on the move. His moves are fucking crazy. The behind the back of whoop-de-whoop. Don't fall for it. S-Dot forces the help swing off to Ray Allen for the...
And boom goes the dynamite.
What I love about this card is not only is it good, but it's actually genuinely fun to use. Watch this shit. ISO, Bogat, fucking Bogut on me. Do you see my dribble moves? ISO motion, blow by. You know what? Pull it back on him, coach. 95 mid-range. Didn't you hear me, nigga? And that is that. That is pretty much how you score when you have a big on you with Mike Bibby. Those ISO moves are something fucking serious, and he just has so many moves that create space. Pull it back. Don't do it to him like that, Mike. Not like that. Oh, baby. Flashbacks to the N1 mixtapes of 05. Now, a 2K pro tip to keep in mind is one thing I love to do with Mike Bibby, because his mid-range is so deadly that the big has to help out on it, or I will take the fading mid-range every time. If you have a big man, like this is the Bill Lambier that you get from the Collector's Edition, the Collector card level. If you have a big man that can shoot mid-range, that makes it even worse, because their big has to help on Mike, or else Mike will take the easy 95 mid-range fadeaway, or you dump, goddamn Pippen, or you dump it off to your shooting big man who can shoot in the pick and roll like LaMarcus or a Dirk or somebody. I just use Lambier, and then they have the high mid-range to hit the pick and pop. So it would behoove of you to have at least one big that can shoot mid-range. I'm not sure who doesn't have at least one big that can shoot mid-range these days, and this is his defensive capabilities. I know the stats are low, but if you're good at on-ball, you can give these niggas the clamps out here. Boom! Not in my house. The Amethyst Ralph Sampson says no, nigga. I'm telling you, yo, if you're good at defense, stats don't matter. I mean, it's easy to get burned with Mike Bibby, someone who has a lower defensive rating now, but if you're good at on-ball defense, it's not that big of a deal. Step back, man down. I shot a man down. Yak, yak. The scariest part about this card is not even in best year. His best year was in 2005 when he averaged 21 a game on the Kings, so that should be a likely Throwback Thursday card. So if by this time you're watching this video the Kings Bibby's out, take a look at him instead. But 2001 Mike Bibby, definitely worthy of being the first hidden gem of the year so far. One thing to keep in mind though, he is not meant to be your leading scorer. He is meant to be your silent killer, somebody with a 95 mid-range that is randomly going to go the fuck off. Basically what I'm saying is your opponent, you're not going to want him to say, why the fuck is this nigga taking this many shots with Mike Bibby? You want him to more say something along the lines of, why the fuck am I getting killed by Mike Bibby? Yo, who even uses this nigga? Keep that in mind and I guarantee you'll be just fine using this card. And he is fairly cheap as well. I didn't really even mention it when the video did start, but he is fairly cheap. He's about 7,000 right now on Xbox One. He's one of the more underrated people that came out in the first Flashback Friday set. And there are the stats for the Penny and the Ralph Sampson. The Penny, the reason I wanted him so badly, because originally I just wanted him, and then I was just going to not collect any more cards for the year. He has an increased standing and moving mid-range, which is Penny's biggest weakness, is jump shot. So it makes it so much easier and more fun to use him, especially because somebody like Westbrook has such a dead jump shot in this game right now. Lillard has such a dead jump shot. That's why I bought their dynamics, hoping that them will go up. So Penny has the great jump shot and he is still the overpowered dunking tall menace. Ralph Sampson, I'd basically compare him last year to Onyx Wilt without the post fade and not as great of a mid-range jump shot. But definitely worth, just because I was so close to Penny, I went and got him for the hype. She's 7'4", and he played very well. The only annoying tendency of him is that he plays like Yo last year, where he goes out to the 3-point line randomly sometimes, so that gets annoying. But other than that, I like both of the cards, and yeah, that is about it. I will not be uploading up until about Monday or Tuesday of next week. I'm going out to the country back to Jamaica for a wedding, so I will talk to you guys then. The day that I get back, I'll likely be uploading the Rookie of the Year pack opening that I get from the black markets. I was finally able to unlock that shit after getting my collector level up for a bit. If you guys have any more questions about hidden gems and such, as usual, you can always tweet me. I will answer you all. Oh, and for those that are curious, Road to the Playoffs will begin after that Rookie of the Year pack opening that I put up when I come back, because I have midterms next week, so I need to get those out of the way. And I just wanted to get the bronze seeds out of the way right away. I didn't have any plans to upload that. I'm just going to get to the 3 gold players seed and we go from there.